If your inbox is flooded with random emails asking, "Do you still want to hear from us?" you might want to leave them unread. Here's why. You're getting all these emails because Europe's General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR for short, goes into effect May 25th. But what does this even mean? The GDPR is a European privacy law that regulates how organizations like Apple, Squarespace, and Facebook may collect, use, and even store the personal data of residents of the EU. Basically, if you're a European citizen, it'll put you in control over your personal data. If you live in the US, you'll mostly get these emails from companies with roots or a digital presence in the EU, and they just want you to keep subscribing to their marketing emails. What this also means is that companies will be required to clean out their customer lists and make sure they only contact those who've given their consent. So these mass emails are just a way to document proof of consent in a larger, faster scale. If companies fail to comply, they could get fined up to 20 million euros, which is about $23.4 million. While companies clogging up your inbox is very annoying, just consider it the perfect time for you to unsubscribe from all the spam emails you never read. If you ignore these opt-in marketing emails, the companies will have to just stop contacting you. Obviously, that also means that if there's a site you care about, it's up to you to make sure you stay subscribed. There's a loophole to all this though. Some companies might have enough of your previous consent to comply with the new GDPR, and they will keep emailing you. If that's the case, you'll have to unsubscribe the usual way by scrolling to the bottom of the email and clicking unsubscribe. The GDPR is a great law to have. People can ask companies to delete, download, or even correct errors in their own data, and the companies have to comply. Companies are also required to notify users of data breaches within 72 hours. So companies like Facebook, Cambridge Analytica, and Equifax can't go weeks without telling users that their personal data might be at risk. Sounds great, right? But remember, this is mostly for EU residents only. Unfortunately, we don't have strong privacy laws like the GDPR in the US. But companies like Apple, Microsoft, Twitter, and even Facebook are expanding GDPR protections to all customers globally. You might also want to look for emails from these tech giants regarding their updated privacy policies, because they're flooding your inbox too. What sucks about having GDPR rights in the US is that there's no law behind them. If you were to file a complaint against Facebook violating the GDPR in the US, the social network wouldn't be fined $23.4 million or anything at all, really. Some states in the US have privacy laws that mostly protect healthcare data and social security information. California seems like it might be the first to vote on a data privacy law this year, and it's called the California Consumer Personal Information Disclosure and Sale Initiative. But until Congress decides to get involved and get US citizens protections for their digital presence, we'll just have to keep trusting the Mark Zuckerbergs and Tim Cooks of the world with our personal data.